Hello, welcome. I'm going to show you around Marvel's Spider-Man from Sony and Insomniac. So I'm just gonna, show you the basics. I've already completed the game and all of the missions, so I won't be showing those, and I'll do my best to avoid spoilers. I'll edit out anything, I guess, that pops up. Sometimes, mostly Jameson now pops up. You listen to his radio show, and people make phone calls to Peter. So they talk about things that have happened, but I think I'm past all that post-game stuff. So I'll avoid spoilers for the most part. There might be some in the background. I'm gonna go here. This is where Peter works, Octavius Industries. It's just a small lab, which is why I'm in Peter Parker form right now. So the lab, you have missions here, and you can come back here and do some little puzzles. The game gives you an option to disable puzzles on your missions. They're very simple though. I wouldn't bother turning them off. I'll show you a sample of each one. The ones in here are just ones you can do to earn bonus points. I've already done them all, but I think I can replay them. Nope, they don't let you replay them. I guess I'm all out of doing puzzles right now. So what these were, they're just like a board where you place different objects. You have to complete a circuit, so you rotate them and then just line them up. Sometimes there's a plus or a minus, and it's very simple, but unfortunately I've now, I guess, done every single one in the game. And the other one is spectrographs. It's lining up different sets of bars to make them match the top picture. They get a little more complex as you go, but I think they're all fairly simple. Turn on some music there. So I wouldn't bother turning them off. I don't think anything in the game is too difficult. There are 3 difficulty levels, but I played on the middle one and it was fairly simple. Combat, once you get used to it, it's okay. Early on I was getting beat up by really simple guys like muggers, although muggers aren't, just a couple guys. The enemies are always in these large groups, and they're usually well armed. So I'm purposely not activating any background items because it may give some spoilers. So that's Peter Parker. You only see him when he comes usually only here or the shelter that Aunt May works at. But the shelter I think you can only go in when the game wants you to go in. I can't seem to get in it anymore. And the load times aren't too bad. If there's any bad ones, I'll just edit them out. So right now I'm wearing this suit that was designed for the game. It's on the cover of the box. There's a lot of suits in this game. I believe 3 of them are original to the game and the rest are from the comic books. So I'm gonna do, let me start by showing you what's in the menus.
Control. The boss wants a sit rep on the garrison in Chelsea. Control, APC echoes in pursuit of
So you can hear reports coming up. He listens to the crime radio. That's the mercenaries. There's also the police radio. So here's the map now. Since I've done just about everything, I haven't done all the research missions, which are these, and there's some other combat zones. You can also replay the combat zones, so even when you completely finish, you can go back in just to fight. So for the most part, this is the playable area where the maps are. Like, you can't cross the bridges now. When you go on them, it usually tells you to turn back. Now, at some point I managed to get across one, completely accidental. I don't know if that was just a fluke because I haven't been able to get back over there, and I should have recorded it, but I didn't. I did take one photo mode shot with Spider-Man doing a selfie, but if you do manage to get over here, it's an incomplete map. There's very basic looking structures, but you can't stand on anything and you can't use your web. You just fall into the water and sit there underneath the buildings. You can see them floating. So there's no point in trying to get across there because there's nothing there. If you manage to get halfway across the bridge, the traffic is just on a loop. You watch, all the cars are just going in a circle. They turn around halfway up the bridge, so they don't actually cross the bridge. So anyway, this is the legend. You can see there's a lot here. You know, cycle them on or off. There's a lot of landmarks to take photos of. Not in photo mode, but Peter has a camera. He doesn't work for the Daily Bugle though, just for Octavius Industries like I just showed you in that lab. It's Mary Jane that actually works for the Bugle, because Jameson doesn't work there either. He just does his radio show and podcasts. So it's a fairly large map, but Spider-Man, he moves fast. There's fast travel points where you see these double arrows, but he can cross the map fairly quick swinging, so there isn't too much need to use them. I've used them post-game just to get around since I've done mostly everything, but it's worth not using fast travel points when you're playing the game in the story mode, because he gets a lot of phone calls, like I said, and it helps, you know, unravel the story. Alright, so the suits, there are a lot here. A few might be spoilers. I won't. Well, how you get them basically is what the spoiler would be, because it says off to the side the requirements for unlocking some when they're grayed out, like down here. I can't get this one. That one just says that you have to complete everything 100%, and I do still have some things left. So this one's pretty cool, the vintage suit. It looks almost like a cartoon when you're playing with it. I prefer the classic suit. That's what I played most of the game in. A lot of them just look odd to me. Some of them are cool, but I prefer just to look like the basic Spider-Man. The one that came with the game, I'm not a big fan. You know, the white on the hands and feet looks odd to me. But each suit has a power, though you don't have to use that power with that suit. Once you unlock the suit, you can mix and match the power. It unlocks the power. I can't afford all of these. I need more challenge tokens and more crime tokens, I think, for the ones I don't have. So the tokens are down there at the bottom of the screen, the resources. There are a lot of different types of tokens, and you need them if you want to unlock and upgrade everything. So these are the various suit powers I've unlocked. This one, I don't even know what it does to the enemies. Spider-Man just makes some remarks. He just talks. Personally, I like to use the web bloom. It just helps clear out the area. And then you can put 3 suit mods. This one that I have on here, you have to wait until you're level 50. And that tells you where there's secret photo ops. So on top of taking pictures of the landmarks, there's 50 other photos to take, and you don't really know what they are unless you just happen to, you know, keep your camera out and try to photograph things that look interesting. There are a lot of Marvel things throughout the city, like the Avengers building, Rand Corporation, which is Iron Fist's place, Alias Investigations, which is Jessica Jones's business. That's just an apartment building, though. You can't enter most buildings unless a mission wants you to enter them outside of the lab I started in. It's about the only one you can just enter whenever you want. So you won't see the interior of those buildings. You won't see any other Marvel characters that I know of outside of the ones from the story, unless some are hidden around. There's a whole Black Cat line of quests, but you don't actually see her. I think that's DLC in the future. So there are also 8 gadgets you unlock as you go, and you can upgrade them. I've upgraded this to the max. It's the web shooter, the most basic weapon you constantly use. Impact web webs a guy to a surface as long as he's close enough, or it just knocks him down. But if you upgrade it enough, it'll take him a far distance, like into a wall, to permanently stick him to, so he's out of the battle. Spider drone that just shoots the enemies for you. This one's like a stun gun, temporarily shocks people. Web bomb, grenade, it blows up and web goes everywhere, sticking to guys. Trip mine, also web based like pretty much everything. It'll suction a guy to it, kind of like the impact web, only, you know, the guy has to walk near it. concussive blast, of course, just knocks people over. And this one's the oddest one, I guess, for Spider-Man. It suspends people up in the air, so you can, you know, just temporarily take them out of the battle or beat them up while they're floating. Skills, once you reach level 50, you can get every single skill. So as you get points, each one costs anywhere from 1 to 3 points, I think. Most are 1 or 2 points. So as I show you around the game, I'm going to have a lot of skills you won't start the game with. Like I can last in the air longer when I'm, you know, spinning through the city. I can pull myself forward without losing altitude. I can do little tricks. I can of course do more in combat. So missions, I still have a lot of research missions. These are from Harry Osborn. He left behind a lot of missions. I wouldn't call it a spoiler, but he doesn't actually physically make an appearance. A lot of characters, they just appear in these little audio sequences, either messages or on his phone, like I said. So quite a few characters you won't actually be able to just walk up to and see. And there's things to collect, mostly backpacks and then the photographs. There's also newspapers. I don't even recall the game telling me these are there. I didn't get very many, mostly because I'm swinging through the city. But if you walk on the sidewalks, you'll see newspaper, not stands, but the dispensers, I guess vending type machines. I don't know if that's what they call newspaper machines, but you can just pull a newspaper out, and there's, I think, 28 of them. I've only gotten a few. And these are things that, you know, they give you experience as you do them, but it's just natural as you play, you'll do these things for the most part. It's just, you know, spinning around, running, beating people up. Characters I will skip over because those will have spoilers probably. And then the moves, a lot of moves. Sometimes I just flub in combat and just, there's so many things and so many gadgets, you try to do everything, probably gonna forget what exactly you can do and end up getting beat up or beat around sometimes. You can usually escape battle and heal up, because you earn focus in battle that you use to either heal or you do finishing moves. And of course Spider-Man can just swing around, so you can quickly swing out of battle temporarily to, you know, catch your breath if you need to. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of swing around a bit. If you look at the mini-map, a little camera icon's appearing. You go over there, that's one of the secret photos. Yep, just banged into the column. So you can walk around the city too, but there's not a lot to do down here. Sometimes people want to interact with you, like a high five or a handshake. And you can also just hit a button to do something. Alright, so the secret photo, you can't tell exactly what they are. This building doesn't look like anything special. Just pull his camera out even though you don't see it. Alright, it's this.
Good shot.
Terrible photo, but it doesn't tell me what it is. I'm not entirely sure what that is. But the landmark photos, they do tell you what those are. The secret photos, they do not. Alright, let me do some swinging here. Oh, there's another secret photo, but I won't bore you with all those. I'll look for some criminal activities. I haven't done a lot of those.
Available units. Officers have been
There,
ambushed
one
by
just
snipers.
popped up.
Need immediate response at Union Square.
Let's wait for it. Usually when they say that, you're near it. There it is. So you press the right stick, and it highlights things.
I need to take out those snipers.
Alright, they're up there, of course.
I see you down there, Officer Duck. Hi, I'm your parole officer. You're doing it wrong.
Yeah, I'm getting shot.
Get him down here.
Ugh. Oh, I still have my camera on. I didn't even notice. Oh, I think I hit it the wrong way on the D-pad. So you press down on the D-pad, it heals you with your focus, and up is what activates the camera. All right, to see where those enemies
And I
were.
lost him. Good job, Spidey.
There's their stealth moves. Yeah, somebody else sees me. You can knock guys off. I don't think they die. They supposedly get webbed to buildings. Yeah, like that just happened. Though I have seen them fall to the ground. I think it's a bug though, and you can see that.
Lost him. Gotta be more careful. Spider-Man! Spider-Man! Get him! Look!
You can also,
Perforate him!
when you have the right skills, pull their weapon off. And when they're webbed up, you can also grab them and swing them around.
Cops have never been my besties, but I hate seeing them under attack like this.
Alright, let me change to a different costume, different suit. Alright, to do a full battle, let me go over to one of these. Now these aren't at the start. The first ones are the starter for Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin, so those are construction zones. This one here is a prisoner camp, so not a major spoiler, but yeah, prisoners will escape. It's like a prison break at some point, so then you have those to deal with.
Checkpoint secure. Free fire zone established.
So you can do tricks when you have the right skill unlocked. It's really just spinning around. He does his own flips naturally when you go up high.
Yuri, a group of escaped inmates looks like they've gotten their hands on some serious firepower.
Last thing we need right now is a massive shootout on a residential street. Is this something you can handle quietly?
Quietly might be pushing it, but I can do it without a massive shootout. There might be a bunch of webs around, though.
I'll take it. Good luck.
I think they're down at street level, pretty low anyway. Now you can web guys up if you're close enough. I'm a bit high here. Don't know if there's any good spots, like lampposts or something, but the setup is more flatter than others. I don't see a good spot to
What was that? Spider-Man!
okay, I messed that up. So there's also bonus objectives that if you do them you get more tokens. Alright. On the best split.
Spider-Man! It's on! Someone over there!
Here, let me try to use every gadget. guy will probably get suctioned in.
Spider-Man! Thought I felt something.
Yeah, there he is, pulled to the wall.
What's he doing?
Of course, all that L1 R1 stuff, objects that can throw. So there's like a lot of waves. I think there's 6 waves at every one of these. I can also do 2 finishing moves in a row, which is another skill to unlock.
Back up! For guys who just got out of the raft, they sure
Right,
are
I'm
eager
gonna
to go
use
back!
suit power here.
What's up? A thing of beauty!
Okay, here I am in the vintage suit. So this is considered a comic book form. To me it looks like a cartoon, but either way it just looks really neat. Doesn't quite fit in with the realistic looking city, but that's alright. So the sunset looks nice. Of course, it's probably the best for photo mode. You know, I like photo modes, but I haven't done very well with this one. I think it's because the action is so different.
Love it.
That he's always twisting and turning. It's hard to get, for me at least. I haven't gotten great shots.
What's your
Alright,
status?
here's a newspaper.
ECP is 5x5, detaining all suspicious persons.
I just haven't spent enough time with photo mode. I've mostly done still shots. But there's a lot of fun shots you can do too.
Hey, what's up?
Here, I'll show you can do selfies with him. And do various frames too. There's this one looks odd because of the vintage suit. So you can do that. And then you can also grab some frames that look like the Bugle or like a comic book cover. And there's a variety of other ones too, but I think the comic book cover is fun.
80% off. One time only. 80% off.
I'll just swing around the city, take in the sights. Now, usually another act of crime going on. Let's see what this one is. Oh, it's the vehicle one. These are mostly quick timer events. There's also these mercenaries. It's also a semi-spoiler. Just the fact that you have to fight them. At this point in the game, they're just considered rogue agents, I guess. They don't like that you kinda ended everything, so they stopped getting paid, I think, is what it is.
chalk up one for the good guys.
Alright, just to give a variety of suits, I'll switch again. See, this is the Iron Spider. I think that... yeah, I'm not an expert on Spider-Man, but I think it might be the one that Tony Stark made for Spider-Man in the newer movies. Or in the Homecoming movie. The Avengers building, like I mentioned, is here. Let me see. I'll swing that direction. It's just a really tall building. Like I said, another one you can't go in. Well, I'm not an expert on New York. I have been there. The World Trade Center is in here. I have been there.
Disable control. What's our situation in Nomad? Traffic control point
I think it's
secured.
fairly realistic.
Eyes out for Spider-Man.
Guys, it's I love New York, not I thug New York.
I can pull down these towers if I can do it. I'll get distracted if I can. Doesn't always depends on the strength of the enemy though. If he even goes out of the battle, sometimes they get back up. These jetpack guys can be annoying if you let them stay alive for a while.
I am definitely not giving Sable International a good review on mine.
Oh, thank you.
Heading the wrong direction. I got turned around by that. Oh, another climb. This is with the demon. The demons are like the main enemies in the game. Those guys in masks.
I should have recorded this.
Concussive blast would probably work good on top of a building. I think I got most of them. Oh, there's still somebody alive.
I feel like there are better ways to spend your life than shooting rockets at dudes in spandex.
Alright, let me change my suit again. I'm not even sure how many I've actually unlocked. A lot of them. The ones with the star are the ones I haven't unlocked. Well, I can afford Spider-Man 2099. This one I am familiar with. I do own the first issue of this comic. Alright, I want to head north. I think that's Times Square straight ahead. Yep. Yeah, I'll skip that battle.
Happy to sign autographs, but no selfies.
Alright, let me turn this way. Actually, there's a research station. I'm gonna change it to night.
This is Stable Control. Requesting a status
Not
update
gonna
from
be
Midtown
too
North.
much more.
Need reinforcements at Outpost Foxtrot. We're taking fire.
And where is it? Yeah, I'm blind. Why don't I see it? It's right in front of me. It's at the top of that building. Oh, it's somewhere around here. Here it is. Alright, so I'll just fast forward till it's nighttime.
Nearby officers, please proceed to the Bryant area.
Switch suits again. I'm now wearing the negative suit. And I marked the Avengers Tower on my map, so I'll definitely find it. It was in the right... I knew it was in that area. I was heading the right direction. This suit looks pretty cool at night. As does the city. The whole game really looks quite good. Plays quite well too. I mean, there's not a lot wrong if you want to nitpick. Dealing with some of those thugs, it's kind of silly because Spider-Man has super strength, yet can get blocked by a shield.
Please proceed to Cathedral.
And the fact that you can't really enter any buildings. It's not a lot of variety, not much to do on the ground. Would have been cool for more heroes to maybe make appearances. There are quite a few villains in the game. So this is Avengers Tower. Yeah, there's the A. You can hear the police chase. It's all those screeching tires. There's a chase going on right there.
This vehicle's been recalled, and so have you.
Show you how we treat quiet asses and right.
Well, that's just rude.
Going
Here's
back
your
and forth.
stuff.
Pretty much the same sequence. Get the guys out of the car and stop the car. That was more of them. I think the suit power changed on me. I didn't reset it to see what it
Can't
is.
find them when you're looking, and when you're not, they're everywhere.
No, I'm not sure what that did.
And that's why I never bothered to get my license. Well, that and the web swinging.
See what the secret photo op is here.
Good shot.
Units with riot gear needed to respond to a violent disturbance.
Not sure what this is either.
Officers needed in the vicinity of Vanderbilt.
Like a shopping area maybe. Alright, so look at one more suit. Let's go. This one I unlocked after doing the Black Cat little tasks, even though she doesn't show up to our task to do for her. Let's go with the... Well, that one's just kind of a spoiler. I don't know. Just tells you an enemy that's gonna show up. This one I didn't unlock. It's pretty strange looking. That could be another one. Maybe that's the Homecoming one. I don't know. Iron Spider and that one might be one from the movie. They're kind of similar. Well, they're shiny anyway. There are a lot of them. Now the Nor one looks really strange. It doesn't really look like him. I'll go with the Secret War suit. I'm just gonna swing on into the water. Spider-Man can actually swim. And I'm gonna end the video here. here. So, thanks for watching.
Yuri, I found a Fisk construction site. Lots of busy worker bees up to no good.
Try to make some noise. If someone calls in a disturbance, I can send cars.
Noisy? I can do noisy.
Get pinched by Spider-Man?
Sure. Who hasn't? Hung me up from a lamppost with those damn webs.
Ugh, I hate those webs. They got my shoes, my pants.
Whoa, whoa. I don't want to hear about what's going on in your pants.
The boss's lawyers handled it good. Played up the vigilante. Now the guy's not a cop.
Me too. I got out for 6 months. 6 months away from my life.
Should have been a dental technician.
Copy. Moving to his position.
Oh no. He's here!
Might have something. Stand by. I'm in an ass-kicking mood. Back him down! You're gonna have a bad day! Heads up! He's airborne!
Back up! For a guy in jail, Fisk's men are awfully loyal.
Hey, get it off! Everyone down!
Shut the hell up!
Don't let him spook you! Get down! You can't let him win! Open wide! Fire in the hole!
Hey, new arrival! Did I mention this is a rent party? Chip in! No, for real, I need rent money!
Spider-Man, I just checked. There's been a rash of counterfeit bills in that neighborhood.
Counterfeit? That's a dying art. I'll do my part to make it extinct.
What the hell is this stuff made of? Don't let him get behind you! Take it down! How is he beating him? Look out! Get down!
Bad haircuts, excessive cologne. Yep, more fist goons.
I'm in an ass-kicking mood! Dig in! Gotta stop it! Get down! Look out! We can't let him beat us! You asked for this! You're gonna have a bad day! Got a present for you! Oh, you finally decide to pack up and run? Get this stuff off of me!
More backup? Guys, Willie said to take the day off. Scout's honor!
You're gonna have a bad day! Flank him! Dig in! You gotta stop it! Not me! You're gonna have a bad day! Who won this? Gonna teach you respect!
Everything's quiet here now, Captain.
Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson Fisk can't use to pay his lawyers.